It's tough to get to the top, and now I have to figure out how tough it is to stay at the top or try to stay at the top. I think that the same teams that have been strong all along are still those teams. If you look at those preseason rankings, those are still those teams that are at the very top. Those powers are still extremely strong and have very strong foundations and support. It's still very tough to me to be there, and it's still very unique to be added to that group. A big freshman class. We have Brenna Dow, which I know a lot of people are excited about Brenna joining our team. She obviously just came off being World Championship alternate. And getting her to Oklahoma, it was an easy sell because Rebecca, her teammate, was here and they're buddies. Rebecca loves it here. And so she just expressed that to Brenna. She bought in right away.
I really like the coaches and the atmosphere, and they just made me feel wanted and that they really wanted me on their team. It just felt like the right fit. After they won last year, it made me really excited to come join the team this year and to just help them win another one.
This is her last goal, she told me, was to be on the World Championship team. This is why she didn't come this fall to join us. With the ankle sprain that she had in July, she was chosen as the alternate. She stayed home and worked out till the day they competed under the assumption that anything could happen and she could be called up. I mean, that's the kind of kid she is. She loves gymnastics. She has worked so hard to get where she is. If you ask any of the coaches in the elite world, they'll say at those camps, she tried to run circles around everyone. She tried to outwork everyone, and that's how she got where she is.
I joined the team on November 1st.
But it's hard to come in that late and mesh with your freshman class. So I think that's been the biggest challenge for her, because she is a relatively introverted person, a little shy.
Everyone here and the freshmen have taken me in, and we do everything together, so that makes it easier to figure everything out. In college versus elite, there's more focus on consistency rather than doing a lot of skills. You just have 3, but those 3 are way more important to do perfect than just doing a lot. Before I came here, I would do 10 beam routines, and then I came and we do 3 a day. So that's a big change for me, but I'm starting to get used to less numbers and just focusing on different things. Like instead of working on, putting 10 skills in my beam routine, I'm just focusing on not wobbling on the 5 that I have.
She's obviously going to be a huge asset for us on the gym floor. As far as her mentality, she's so tough. So tough. And she has been through tough training, tough camps. I'm sure there's nothing that she can't handle.
I really think it's Brenna's time, and I can kind of see that in her too as she trains, that she sees the opportunity to showcase all of her gymnastics and really get a big reward for doing it.
Tomorrow we'll add an 8-incher, and then I'll let you go on that mat minus an 8-incher. That was really good, Skye. That was 10 times better. You stood up so much nicer. You weren't worrying about flipping. I kind of want you to do another one now with an 8-incher. They're pushing her in her lunge because she likes to put all her weight on her back foot, and it's bad. Her instinct is to lift her front foot up immediately, so we're trying to get her to really push on it. Yeah, no matter what goes wrong. Instead of panic and instinctually lift her leg up and start doing a Y scale as her salvage. She has to do 3 every day until she graduates.
Thank you. Thanks, Kara.
And then we have Natalie Brown and Sam Kraus, who have both joined us in our walk-ons, both specializing. Like Sam is specializing on bars and beam, and Natalie is specializing on beam and floor. So they're kind of focused in on those events. And then you have Allie Jackson, super dynamic, vault gigantic, floor gigantic, and I think her floor team is so fun and different from what she has done in the past that she is going to be a huge asset to our team. And then Stephanie Couture, who's coming off a little foot injury, but it was very minor, so she's just kind of working back into it. I have seen her grow more than any of the freshmen as of right now. Like, she has really cleaned up working execution and amplitude and has shown to me the most improvement of any of them to this point.
They already knew they were coming into a great program, but when we recruited them, it was, hey, come help us win a national championship. Well, now we did it, and now they want to do it. So I think they fell right in line with the work ethic that the other girls had. But I think the other girls did a good job leading them by really ramping up their ethic from the year before. That's been the most exciting thing to see, is the athletes who return took it up a notch. So then naturally the kids who are coming in, that's just, oh, this is how they do it, so that's the way I need to do it.
So today they're just doing some, we call an endurance routine, working some casting and details and form. And then they're doing a couple of routines, maybe a couple of dismounts, and then they're just jetting out of here after that. So it's pretty light today.
That foot right there moved. I saw it, man. I saw it. I saw it.
Round it up, round it up. Nice job. Hey. All right, Becky. I had a 9.85, but keep it a 9. I know. Really, it's just a matter of opening up your shoulders and flattening your hips. Keep everything else the same, and your line looks more on top of the bar if you do that. See that? Hip angle, shoulder angle? Yeah. Good, good. You know, sometimes you're giving a correction and they might be like, really? I don't feel that. So it kind of gives them a sense of what you see and what you feel and how close together those two things are. Just brings a little more visual aspect into it. A lot of these guys are so tactile, they don't see a lot. They're just really on feeling. But a lot of times feelings aren't accurate, so the video helps out with that.
Right now the team's coming together really well. We've had a very good preseason. The girls have worked really hard. They've bought into what we've sold them for this year's motivation. They've trained hard, they prepared well, they're basically ready to compete right now. It's just about taking landings to harder surfaces, moving passes out of the pit on the floor. That's kind of the next step, but they are routine ready and they're ready to get it going.
The team atmosphere is really good. I mean, we all get along so well. That has a lot to do with how you perform.
The new freshmen are awesome. They bring a lot of energy to the gym.
We have a lot of personality this year. I think we get more and more every single year. It complements us very well.
A couple bumps and bruises here and there that kids are coming back from that are trying to get back in the lineups right now. Myliana's coming back off of some time off. She's just getting going.
I think our team is coming along great, and the chemistry is there, and everyone's working on those landings, those pointed toes, really focusing and dialing in on each and every event.
Just trying to get the wrinkles ironed out, get those guys back in the flow of what we're doing, get them back into some inner squads, and try and get them back up to speed by the time we get to the first competition.
Hey y'all!
This is my first time. Yeah.
I have a December intercession class so that I can graduate. It's my last undergrad class, actually. This is called Creativity in the Workplace. It's not that challenging, but I needed 3 more hours.
Like that. Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait.
Okay, ready?
Wait, are we doing this?
So like you pick a category and then somebody puts like there's like a word or an object and you put it on your head like this and everyone else has to give you clues.
I put it on my forehead.
Okay, so you clean it with this.
Say that word.
I can't. Yeah, huh?
It's part of it.
So
Oh.
you how you
Start over.
Okay, so the trash is like, you take it out, like, if I take out the trash, then she's next to take it out when it gets full. But then the dishes switches off every day. I guess we just forgot to change it.
I definitely did mine.
I did mine.
So much everything.
I guess I'll erase it. It was a reality show.
These are so critical.
There.
I'm start sending you uncritical.
I'll do them tomorrow.
Our senior class is very strong, I feel. Erica Brewer, she leads by example, totally.
We just have to show them how it feels and just what it takes, because you don't really know what it takes until you have actually done it. It's completely different coming from club and then going into college. It's a team, not yourself anymore. So it's just being able to express that to them, that it is a team sport now.
And then you have Rebecca. Becca is very verbal, and so they're kind of a great combination. She has great faith, and she is definitely someone who can bring that out in you.
If I see someone who's having a bad day, I try to pick them up, or if the energy's low, try to pick up the energy that day. Being my senior year, I feel like as the three of us seniors, it's our job to do that.
Even when we were in club, I always looked up to her, and I'm kind of used to her leading me, and it's really cool to just be teammates with her again.
And then you have Haley Sorensen, which I think also huge for us. This is a walk-on athlete who has right now made our beam lineup. I myself was a walk-on, and honestly, I believe that I earned and learned so much more than maybe other people because I just didn't have it to begin with. And so I think we have three really strong leaders in our seniors, but we have a ton of other people who lead our group just through who they are and what they do every single day. So I think we have a really strong core group that's going to lead this team this year.
Training right now, trying to get ready for season, wrapping up some numbers, increasing our workload a little bit, trying to get a little bit more consistent with our landings. Other than that, that's pretty much it. We're not doing anything too technical right now, just letting them kind of go through the motions and do what feels natural to them at this point in time.
Punch, punch, arms up. Good job. Good, start to try kind of find your landings a little bit better, okay? Like you're turning through the landing and turning through the step. Let's have control of that next thing. Stepping forward, all right? Like you're on the floor, trying not to get a deduction. Better. Okay, feel stuck, right? What? You feel stuck in the air a little bit? Yeah, you're just looking up to take off. Just swinging your head, that's it. Hips are closed, arms are down, so it's very high, but it's not rotating at all. AJ, you would be amazed at what you are able to do when you don't feel well, when you decide you're just gonna do it and not give yourself a way out, right? Okay, come on, let's be just a little bit tougher when it comes on these days, okay? These are the ones that's gonna make you right here, all right?
Tell me about your coaching style.
I'm sarcastic, and I do that in a playful way, but at the same time, sometimes a lot of things I'm saying are very truthful, you know? I'm just trying to get it across to them in a more mature, fun way. I believe that what I do and the example that I lead is very important for what I want them to do. I can't be a hypocrite. I can't say, I want you to do this and then not do it myself. And then as far as coaching style, pay attention to detail. I try to stay present every single day. You know, I don't want a day to go by where I'm checked out or, you know, because I don't want them to come in any day checked out.
She always expects great things from you, and there's different kinds of coaches, and the ones that don't expect as much, you don't receive as much. So the coaches who expect higher, you receive higher because you always want to please your coaches.
You know, you've just got completely different personalities in all of them. Some of them, if they have a wobble, it's a bad day. Some of them, if they have a wobble, hey, I only wobbled. You have to know how they handle that sort of thing, and you have to coach them accordingly. And I do think you have to be individual about it. You know, I'm much harder on some than others, and it has nothing to do with fairness. It just has to do with what people need in order to get to the place. And that's what we're here for, to get to the place. Miley, over here. Skaman over here. Be quiet. I'm not going to put your roommate with you. Chase over here. Hunter over here. We partnered them up with somebody who had to push them kind of with their expression and with their movements, and they know what I'm looking for as far as each one of them has a story. Each one of them needs to show some kind of emotion out on the floor. We were working on their expression. Some of our athletes are better at it than others, so I kind of divided them into two groups, a group that was really good at it and a group that needs to work on it. And for me, it's important because, you know, there's people in the front row and they may be able to see it, but I need the people in the 25th row to see the same emotion that the people in the front row are seeing. Like if you're at a play or something, you need to like look into somebody and like get into their heart and get, you know, kind of make them feel something. If you get into them with an emotion, they're really going to be pulled into your performance.
To defend our title this year, I think that it'll take a lot of confidence and just trusting in ourselves. And it's going to take dedication, giving everything we have to this season.
We all know what we have to do in the gym to work towards that. Even the freshmen, we weren't here last year, but we know what it takes.
Because we won last year, we have higher expectations for ourselves.
The only pressure I think we ever feel is the pressure we put on ourselves. From one year to the next, the pressure is internal to just be the best that we can be and provide the best environment for our athletes.
And if we work hard and we do what we're supposed to do and try and get better every single day, that other stuff will take care of itself. Now that we've won a national championship, I don't think anything's changed from the way we approach our philosophies. If anything, I think we work even harder now than we ever have.
We know what it takes to be national champions, and our freshmen don't know that feeling yet. We've kind of coached them through as upperclassmen of what our mentality is and what it takes to win a national championship. Coming in the gym at 6 o'clock every morning, working through a hard day, knowing that there is something at the end of that tunnel that is worth all of this work.
And just because we won, we still tied, so we still have more to do. There's still a lot more that we can do. And so we're trying to make small adjustments here and there that will give us that little bit of edge that we need to maybe stand out even more. But I think that everyone walked into this year knowing that we know what it takes. This is how we get there, that the reward is so great that it's worth every bit of sacrifice.